right, welcome to Saturday Night Curling here at Coyotes Curling Club in Tempe, Arizona. Not only home to Arizona State and now the Arizona Coyotes, but also Coyotes Curling Club. My name's Sean Aronson. I'm joined here with my partner Brandon Ellison on the call here. Say hello to the folks, Brandon.
Hello.
Introduce yourself. Well, we have a exciting last draw of pool play here this evening. Our feature sheet is two undefeated teams. And that is John Schuster versus Ryan Wiebe. So this is a Duluth versus Winnipeg battle. And this is for, both undefeated. So this will be for seeding going into tomorrow's playoffs. So, well, we're already off and running here in the first end. I guess we also have a full house here. Not only are we playing on the feature sheet, but we're also playing on all four sheets. And it's all four really fantastic matchups. All of our undefeated teams are in action. So on sheet A, we have Sturme versus Sluchinski. On sheet B, we have Smith versus Fleming. The Fighting Don Cherries make a final appearance this weekend. And on sheet D, we have Carruthers versus Gauthier. So, a lot of exciting curling. A lot of exciting action. We're excited to be here. I guess, Brandon, what are your early thoughts on the matchup?
It should be a great draw. Great draw. A lot of games. Kind of been looking forward to this draw for, since I saw the schedule.
Yeah, absolutely. I think so is the crowd. The crowd has swelled here in the warm room. Watching curling, I guess, there's some playdowns happening in Canada. Don't turn your dial, though. Please keep it here. Watch us play out here at the Ed Werenich Golden Ridge Classic, presented by The Lodge, Sasquatch Kitchen, Tempe Zone. Right, so we're in the first end. Now, Brandon, where are we? How far have we gotten?
Well, we were trading hits there at the beginning, but Schuster elected to just throw up a guard.
Interesting. I think I saw Schuster have hammer. Is that right?
I believe that is correct. It was an interesting kind of change in strategy. It looked like we were, off and running for just kind of a hit.
Blanket. It's been very common.
Hitting blank
yeah,
ends,
very common this weekend.
Schuster kind of pulled up there and threw a corner guard.
Right. Maybe feeling each other out. So both these teams have qualified for playoffs, so this could be a matchup for tomorrow. I guess they likely wouldn't see each other to the championship game, but I can't say that for sure since they're both in the same pool. We had 3 pools of 6 teams start out the weekend. The top 8, based off record, just overall record, qualify for tomorrow's playoffs. Teams on sheets A, C, and D have all already qualified, so they're playing for seeding. And then final teams that have qualified, there's 3 teams in the running. I think Koshin is qualified based off their draw shot challenge we've seen. And there's going to be one tiebreaker here this evening, 8 p.m. locally after this draw.
To
determine our final team.
Is that official?
Our final team. I believe it's all but official. I'm going ahead and making some executive decisions here on the broadcast.
Nice, I like it.
Right, so we again kind of trading some hits here. This is Ply's first or second? Or is this still Hamilton?
I believe it's Hamilton.
Oh, pardon me. There's our neon. There's our neon. There's our clue. Helps our eyes out. And that was a very nice hit. Get under cover here.
Absolutely. And he's peeking out just a little bit. Looks like they're just going to try and get that guard.
Top for shot. The word in the warm room this weekend has been Team Wiebe. No rock is safe from Team Wiebe. They've thrown terrific upweight hits. I think the quote was, no matter how much granite you have out there, they're going to get to it. And here he goes. Pop.
Proof right there.
Daily double. What's the sound effect?
Yeah, we'll have to make sure that's on the soundboard.
Yeah, okay, it's on the to-do list.
we'll for sure have to get the breaking news that way when we get the score updates. We can
flash it, get the scroll going across the bottom of the screen.
Absolutely.
They're all on the to-do list. Now we have Chris Plies first.
It's been interesting. We've kind of gone back from trying to score to kind of just trading some hits now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Interesting to watch these teams kind of switch, how they're able to kind of switch gears so quickly.
Yeah, put the throttle on, push the clutch in, shift gears up and down as they see fit.
And they really make adjustments. Usually in league play, you kind of see, skips have an idea of what they want to do, and they kind of stick to it no matter what.
Right, not quite the same skill level, not quite the same ability to change their intensity or their strategy as nimbly.
Yeah, the experience level on this is quite a step up. I mean, you have Olympic champions
and Canadians.
And Canadians, so
right there.
Some provincial champions. I mean, you have a U.S. national juniors team.
Oh, here this weekend, yes.
This weekend, not in this draw.
Oh, yes, yes.
And U.S. men's seniors.
And seniors, that's right.
So really high skill level. We've seen that throughout the weekend.
Yeah, a lot of nice shots.
Just the quality of shots. So.
Tate is yelling at the bar about something.
Oh, it's about me yesterday.
Oh boy.
Yes.
We're throwing shade at our commentators.
About my lack of comments. About Tom. I was going to say something, and I thought it may come across as mean over the stream.
Over the
so
mic.
I decided to change it. But that's fine.
It's all in good
we got some this morning.
It's all. Oh.
Oh yes, nothing I wouldn't say directly to you. or haven't. That is.
Cha-cha zing. Right, looks like I'm just gonna need to draw around here. Is that what I'm seeing correctly?
I think so. Nothing in the house wouldn't hurt to get one in there and.
Smooth as can be. I think they're starting on it.
The other thing that I've noticed this weekend that's pretty impressive to watch is the sweeping ability of some of these teams.
That has been some of the scouting report that we've heard coming off the ice, as the ice has been fast and sweepable. So these teams taking it to full advantage. And I think one of the interesting things I've noticed is, you see these guys, some of these guys on TV, they look just like regular guys out there. There's a lot of big guys in this field. I mean,
absolutely.
I think there's a height requirement over on Team Smith, Sheet B. He must be this tall to play.
Yes.
But a lot of these guys, I mean, they're not, they're certainly athletes. They're built, they're strong. It's not like, just a bunch of average Joes walking out there playing some curling. It's,
Yeah, it is a different thing as well, watching a stream or a TV broadcast versus actually coming, seeing them in person is an experience.
Definitely.
That being said, I would encourage everybody who may be listening that's in the area to come down, watch the playoffs tomorrow.
Absolutely. At least, guaranteed to be 3 draws, get from quarters, semis, and finals. Those will all be tomorrow. What time do they start at, Becky?
I think 8 o'clock.
8 a.m. will be the first draw.
Look at
Let's see here. We get our technology in order here. Our draws tomorrow at 8, 11. I think that puts that championship final at 2 o'clock. 2:30 Mountain Standard Time. So now we've got all that in order. Back to curling here. So now it's like Schuster came up a little bit heavy on that draw. Is that right? And you're right, Brandon. Now, sheet C is our feature sheet, as a most technology, I think, for cameras and such. But we've seen almost all weekend teams have opted to blank the first end. And we're not seeing that here. And so you did notice that we thought that's what we were getting. It's like a book we've read before here early on. And there has been that subtle change.
Yeah, it's very interesting because it looked like they were playing hard for the blank at the beginning. Then they changed through some guards.
Yep.
We had some rocks in the house. Then we went back to trading hits, and now we're back to having more rocks.
More rocks in play. And
It's been an
nice
interesting
draw back 4 foot there. Looks like Schuster will just follow it. I think it'll be a force to 1 based off what I'm seeing.
It is interesting.
Here.
They must think they can't get to it as far as like throwing a hit to kind of maybe double them out and get 2.
They both look pretty. I mean, they're right on each other, and they both look pretty buried behind that high corner guard.
Yeah.
Or I guess what's turned into a corner guard. Schuster's away. Trademark Landsteiner-Hamilton sweeping duo. It's coming down just perfect.
Yeah, great.
Just perfect.
Great draw. Just threw it right to the backing.
Well, we are off and we are running here. Draw 12 of the Ed Werenich Golden Wrench Classic. Again, title sponsors the Lodge Sasquatch Kitchen here in Tempe. It's a great place to get a drink, meet some friends, get something to eat even. It's right off the main Mill Avenue, kind of college area, college strip, if you will, here in Tempe. Hey, it's a great place to even get your curling team together, mix up the lineup. If things aren't working out. That's been a known place to happen here. So yeah, check it out. Come to the Lodge. If you're just visiting, come on down. If you're a local, it's a great place to go. Very picture perfect center guard by Landsteiner. Picture perfect.
Couldn't ask for anything better than that.
Oh boy, we've got Sean Tate in the warm room talking scrapes again.
Always.
I don't think anybody's as interested in the ice as he is. I know he's the head ice technician here, Coyotes Curling. Very nice, tight corner guard.
I always thought it was interesting. If you get that tight center guard and then you throw kind of a tight corner guard, really the only way to get behind that corner guard, I feel, is to kind of go around the outside there. Or it makes it interesting.
It could be a setup for some hits later on, right?
Could be even a tap up right there. You want to leave your corner guard and you're right behind it.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
nice draw, right?
Very nice. 2 beautiful stones, John Landsteiner. His second stone.
So like they were just trying to come down to that
It just comes up short.
draw, yeah. And now we have another center guard.
Another center guard.
Schuster there.
And I think I saw the signal that they're going to put one right on another center guard above that. There's our cameraman Tom Stokes on the edge of sheet B there.
Talking with him so far, this morning he said he's upward of 2,500 photographs so far.
I think he's got some good ones among there too.
I think so.
And he's found himself in some good spots on the ice. Got some good action shots.
Yeah, he really does a fine job with the books that we have here at the club
For the events,
For the
yeah,
events,
for the
yes.
wrench event, yes, absolutely. Also known for doing some of his own toe dips, curling shoes. He also does replaces brush heads for us locally. You know, gets his recycles them, if you will. So he does a lot of good work here. Very handy. I wish I was that handy. I'm a bit more white collar.
Well, it's always needed as well.
That's true, I guess. Just a straight peel there. Anticipate Schuster. Looks like it's just going to call to put that guard back up. Got one in the house already. Just trying to junk things up.
Well, based on how he's standing, it looks like he may be wanting to come around. I think if he wanted the guard, I think he'd more towards the center line, perhaps.
Perhaps Schuster is outthinking me. That could be.
Well, no.
No, okay, all right.
There you go. See?
Brandon, don't doubt me here.
Yeah.
My goodness. Plant those seeds.
Wow. He did start shifting over. Apparently, he was following the rock as it was curling.
Weeb's looking right at all of these stones in the front here. Buckle your seatbelts. There could be some heat coming our way.
I feel that may be the case. Again,
Get your sunglasses out. Put your sunscreen on.
Pretty aggressive swing of the broom there.
There was. There's the call for the slash, and then there's what Weeb just did. Looks like they're going to choose to throw the intern. And
Heck of a push there.
This is flying. Here it goes. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So it'll move those reds, but it won't necessarily clear everything. Now, Schuster's with a little decision. Looks like they may try and draw around that center yellow. Block a potential run back opportunity. So looks like it's hanging wide though.
Yeah, sweeping to get a little curl there. Now it's starting to go.
It's going to check up and be somewhat of a corner guard on that top yellow.
Looks like it may be just covering enough of the edge of that
red.
rock to not be able to get the nose for the run
I think so. So, yeah. I know I was maybe thinking they were calling to come behind, but I think that guard there's maybe even more likely what they were calling. Very nicely executed. Just going to tick their top guard. Is this going to hang around the back of the house? No, I think Schuster squirts it out.
honestly, we should try and come down right on top of their red and 8-foot there.
Okay, going back to the intern side. Bit more room over there. We're on it. Now off it. Now for curl.
Interesting.
Bit of a knife technique there.
Yeah, a little.
So that was probably about
heavy, I think. Right?
It's about T-line weight. Ends up just tapping over, but interestingly enough, they're both kind of just on the outside of that top center guard. So let's see what Weeb does here. Looks like he's going after the one in the 4-foot. All the scores from tonight's games are posted on curlingzone.com. You can follow along. We'll try to give you updates during the game. After one, Kluchinski's up 1-0 over on A. Smith is up 3-0 on B. And Carruthers is up 1-0 on D. So we got the scoring across all the sheets. Some tight games among our 4-0 teams to start, as you would expect, of course. This ends up being kind of a heavy draw, back 12 weight, taps that red back.
Yeah, I feel Schuster's probably going to just follow him on in there.
Your words to John's ears here. At that ice, I think that might just be trying to take it out. Away, Supers are close. Now for curl. Oh, it's gonna hit it and roll and get the yellow. Great shot. Great shot. Team Schuster sitting 3 here. They don't have hammer, but there's front of the house is a bit crowded, a bit blocked off. What a tongue twister there.
Yeah.
My goodness. Choose my words more carefully. Weeb with his first. Looks like they'll need it to curl, get underneath maybe. And curl it will. Really nice. Very, very nice shot. This is sitting 1. It's maybe just peeking out, but they're not even going to worry about it. They're just going to go ahead and run. Yeah. Team Schuster's going to go ahead and run this red back. Getting some attaboys at the bar. That sounds like a lot of fun. Schuster with some heat. Looks like they need to hold the line. Hit, and it's just going to tick and tick. Oh. And have enough to get out of there.
Yeah, enough weight on there.
Enough
roll off. That
Absolutely
one.
not. Didn't hit it exactly where he wanted it to, but he got enough of it at enough weight. Still managed to take out the yellow, despite even rubbing their outside red. Just a smidgen.
Really good. They just have a draw just for the force here.
Draw for the force, and kind of both teams kind of matching each other early on here. Team without hammer playing well, preventing any two spots or any other crooked numbers getting put up on them early.
I feel like that'll probably be a pretty consistent theme throughout this.
It could be.
Throughout this
It
game.
could be. Looks good. Sweepers are off. Seems like the weight's okay. Could be close. Coming in to maybe sweep this back further.
Heavy, but I think there's the backing.
It's
so.
carrying.
Unless he goes.
It's carrying. Oh, and it'll just
got it,
check up for one. Yeah, so with that one, tied up 1-1. So we'll take this opportunity to, we've mentioned the Lodge, our title sponsor, but for those of you maybe just tuning in to see a little gold medal curling action, here at Coyotes Curling Club, we have, maybe you're a novice, you're just tuning in, see the experts at work here. But at the club, we do have a couple of, intro to curling, learn to curl, your new curler type events here coming up in February and March. We got 2 tri-curlings, and that's kind of a 1-day, 3-hour session, open to the public. Come on down. Learn the game, get the opportunity to throw a few stones, have some fun, kind of do what they do on TV here. Even more popular, I think, in the last year or so is our Intro to Curling series. So now, this is not only just 1 day, it's actually a 5-week league. So you get to come out, learn the game, throw a few stones, go home, think it over, and come back. Apply what you learn, see yourself get better and better over that first 5-week span, which, hey, it's, you'll be surprised at how much better you'll get, learn, and how much you'll learn about the game just over that short 5-week period. So that one's a lot of fun. We have experienced members, some of which have played this weekend, that come out and help coach you. You're not just left alone out there, kind of sink or swim. You're very you get taken under a wing, get to learn the game, get to throw some stones, and that one's really, really popular. I actually got into the game here at Coyotes Curling, just doing a learn to curl, kind of a 1-day thing, and that was enough to get me into it. But for other folks, they want that little bit longer of a trial period, and hey, if you give it that opportunity, you'll be hooked, I guarantee you.
Yeah,
So,
really, I was the same. I came in on just the regular kind of 3-hour learn to curl and really got hooked on it and stayed around, but I really do wish that 5-week Intro to Curling League would have been around. It also, like you said, you take it under wing, but it also kind of provides you with the next steps on how, depending on how far you want to go.
Yeah.
If you have Olympic aspirations, it'll, tell you how to get there.
get you on that path. Yeah, for sure. So you can sign up for those. Go to coyotescurling.com, as you can see on the bottom of the page. If you don't remember that link, you can Google search Coyotes Curling Club, and it'll come up. And yeah, get signed up. Come on out. It's a lot of fun. Can't recommend it enough. So let's get back to our action here. Oh, it looks like we have stones already in the house.
Yeah.
See, they say on TV, they cut into commercials and whatever. I guess we did a little bit of a commercial there. Well done, Brandon. But, you skip lead stones. But lead stones can be so critical to the outcome of an end, right? They get you set up early. So here we got Two Schuster stones in the house. Looks like they're sitting 1 and 3. They'll have hammer this end. It looks like they're coming down to this outside. Looks like they may get a little hit and a little roll. Very nice. Schuster's sitting shot, but it's a bit surrounded right now by yellows.
It's surrounded, and like you said earlier, it seems like no amount of granite in front of your rock makes it safe.
No, I don't not that is the scouting report on Team Weeb. That's been the case, I think, all weekend.
I believe there have been they've thrown a decent number of triples, so I have heard.
Okay. Triples like it's going out of style.
Yeah.
Matt Hamilton's first rock. First, second, check my math. Get the abacus out. I think first. Sweepers are on it.
Yeah, I believe that was his first.
Needs to maybe curl here. Looks close. Need to carry it. Needs it for weight. Schuster pretending to come up and sweep. Okay, it'll be a little bit short, but that might do enough.
Yeah, a little short, but it does guard the straight run back.
It does guard the straight run back. It's something they could potentially use later. I think he'd like it to be frozen on those yellows, so you could tap up and move them just a little bit easier, but it's water under the bridge at this point. Perhaps ice under the bridge.
Ah, there you go.
Looks like Team Weeb will counter with a draw, out-turn draw on the other side. Team Weeb's second, Sean Flat, I guess brothers. We don't know that for sure. Are they Flat brothers? Are they cousins? Are they?
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess we'll see. We'll find out more. Get the researcher on this. This one looks pretty good. Weight's coming in. Needs to maybe curl just a touch, but it's going to come right down to that yellow. Just picture perfect. Just like they drew it up. Looks like get another aggressive, aggressive run back here. So these are the shots you don't usually get at club level. These are, like I mentioned, the experts at work. So here comes Hamilton. Out-turn release. Oh, but it needs to curl. Looks like it's floating a little bit. It's just going to peel. Straight peel. Right. Interesting.
Yeah, it looks like now with that last draw that they have a chance if they so choose to, which they don't choose apparently, to just pop that red out.
Oh yeah, I'm not sure exactly what, if they're gonna, looks like we're gonna maybe try an angle, just sit right on that red. Make it a little bit tougher to run back into the pile of yellows. Let's watch. It needs to curl though. Similar story. We've seen this all weekend. There's been a couple of really straight spots on sheet C here. This one's going to end up.
Yeah, that's interesting there.
One guard, 1.5 guard.
Yeah.
For those maybe just a bit newer to curling, that kind of front part of the, or I guess the front part of the sheet between the house and the hog line, kind of break it up by numbers, 1, 2, and 3. 3 being closest to the house. So that one then finished, maybe like a 1, maybe a 2 type distance. Let's see what Team Schuster does here. Looks like they're looking to blow stuff up. Second look, you see how much of this red they can see. And it looks like they're gonna just come right after this yellow. I'm not sure if they're gonna play a run back.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if that was just a straight peel of the guard.
Yeah, not sure. Looks like they're playing the angles here, maybe. Here for line. They're gonna miss the run back, but also leave that high center guard, so maybe less than ideal with hammer. Initial signal from Weave is just, again, throw another one in their pile. Maybe they could tap stuff up, move it around a little bit later in the end. Here comes the third, though. Or I guess the vice. Ty DeLello down to talk it over, take a closer look. It's these types of ends, you really got to know what angles you're looking for. Hit something a little too hard, everything can go haywire. While they're talking this over, did get some score updates. So Sturmey and Sluchinski are tied at 1, each being forced to 1 the first 2 ends, much like our feature sheet here. Sheet B, Team Fleming, fighting Don Cherries, have took 2 with hammer, so they've cut their deficit. It's 3-2 after 2 in favor of Team Smith. And over on sheet D, a blank. They chose to blank N2, so it's still 1-0 Carruthers over LCA. Looks like they've decided.
Yeah, still.
Taking every possible look at these angles here. Looks like they're probably looking to play a tap of some sort.
I think so.
Well, with this ice, maybe a little bit harder than a tap. DeLello is a southpaw here, so he's got probably a little bit more of this stone than right-handers out there. Here he comes. Flat road, wait, no, now for hurl. No, back to line. Little yes-no action. Here it comes. Oh, just by. And a tap to the back 8 foot.
Yeah, so now they're
definitely sitting 1-2, Brandon.
sitting 1-2, yeah. It's pretty close for third. I think they probably are sitting 1-2-3.
With just my glasses here, it's very close. You heard the roar from the warm room. It just got by that top red in the 12 foot.
I feel like there's gonna be a little gusto on this one here to try and get those rocks to.
That finished in a really good spot because it gets ever so slightly under the red as well. So these angles are interesting. Chris Ply's probably going to throw some heat here, like you say. Buckle up. Here it comes.
Yeah, that is.
Looks like it's floating. Maybe floating. Nope. Oh, he hits them. Hits
the
them all.
Moving.
Hits them all. Good enough. Oh,
very
our
nice.
screen jumped here. Oh my goodness. Whoa, technology. Woo! The frame rate couldn't keep up with the steam on that guy. Woo-wee! All right.
Well, just like that.
That does the job.
Yeah.
That does the job. So, instead of going up against 3 or 4, maybe, I guess 3 is what we decided.
3, yeah.
Team Schuster will be second shot, but not out of the woods yet.
In other words, that definitely kind of changes the complexion of this end, though.
Yeah, definitely kind
with
of.
one
That's
shot.
for sure. It does open it up. They were not.
It
They were
does-
not
it does
in a
open it up
good.
For sure, yeah.
It was really kind of a tense situation, tenuous. Now they're settled in a little bit. Looks like Weave is just going to opt for a takeout here and try to sit 4. Sweeping for line. They're both down. This looks tight. But it's not. It looks good. And it'll just be a nose.
Yeah.
Just be nose hit.
Right through.
Right, Schuster's first here. I think they're gonna this broom do a little, try to get a hit and roll undercover. I don't know if it'll be enough to sit shot, but it would open up both sides for a potential draw if this last. Sweeping for curl again. This really looks like a straight spot in the ice. Move to curl ever so slightly. It will. Very nice. And they show me what I'm talking about. It does look like it's sitting shot now. So now the question is, how do you prevent Schuster from getting two here? I think it's looking straight for the straight draw of the button.
Straight draw, yeah.
Notice he didn't ask me. And I'm just
Epic, he did just get gypped there a bit.
Yeah.
Got some
well, so did you.
recording booth drama happening back here. Right, looks like they decided what side of the sheet they wanted to go, and they're got the broom at the edge of the forefoot.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So I think they're playing this straight side here.
Yeah.
They seem to think it's straight too. Comes the rock. Weight looks close. Sweepers are off. Now they're coming down. Looks close. Feels close.
Maybe a little heavy.
A little heavy. It is gliding, but it's enough to sit. It's enough to sit shot. Schuster's just gotta push it back. Call it a couple of feet. It's probably somewhere between 2 and 12 feet that he needs to push it back. He's going, playing right across the face of the Lodge logo, which is covering the button there.
It is interesting because he's taking the same amount of ice, but he must, based on what he wants, just a little more weight.
Yeah, maybe just a smidge heavier weight. Maybe he thinks he can curl it in. Sweeper.
Of course,
Good strong sweeping on this team.
deliveries are slightly different as well. Some people watch them more than others, so
They're both down.
they're definitely down sweeping hard.
Now for curl. Needs to curl. Looks very close here. Is it going to get enough?
Oh, I don't think it's enough to get
just
to
one.
just one.
I think just the one.
Still a great shot to get in there.
Great shot. Yes, absolutely. Couldn't have missed it by more than a foot on the weight, maybe. Not much. Thin margins.
Raucous crowd out
The
there.
crowd
at
is
the,
getting
Broken
raucous
Broom
here.
Lounge.
I know.
Let it go back. Don't let that fool you.
That's what it is.
I feel like they are all tuning in.
We had a mute faux pas here in the house. I just gave an awesome delivery on this line about how this game is so close. Sean messed it up. It was on mute. This mute button's been tricky here. Technology.
Yeah. I think you were
Our head tech here is,
Yeah.
claiming it's user error, but I don't know. I think it might be the technology.
Would definitely like to thank all of the everybody that's tuned into the live stream. It's our biggest, largest number of the weekend so far.
Okay, Brandon, play it cool. Act like we've been there before.
Just thanking the folks for tuning in.
You're right. Thank you, folks. Right. Let's see here. Schuster's now opted to go into the house. Okay, a little bit of a different end here. Weeb is going for corner guard. If you've ever seen the movie Fistful of Quarters, I believe the main character in that, or the guy the documentary is about, his name is Weeby. So if you catch me saying Weeby instead of Weeb, that's why. Throw up the W. Mention again, all of our scores are posted on curlingzone.com. We'll try to continue to give updates where we can once we hear. This one's looking like a nice. It's actually going to come right down to Lansingers first. So 2 great draws.
Yeah, stacked on each other like that. Can't really get rid of both of them right away.
Yeah, it does force some action to the center of the sheet here.
Oh, random rock coming in over there.
What, Sheet D getting excited.
Yeah.
Keep it together, Sheet D. They're opting for the hit. Broken Broom Lounge going crazy. A lot of fun here at Coyotes Curling Club. This one's gonna just hit and roll over. Kinda splits those. Visually it splits them, I guess. They're same color, or different color stones. Looks like Schuster will opt to take this out. So we did get a couple updates from our other sheets. Let's change the order up here. Let's go Sheet D first. We're on Sheet D. I know, let's keep it together. Sheet D, Gautier was forced to 1 after blanking the second end. So they're forced to 1 in 3. Score is 1-1. On Sheet B, we have Team Smith took 1 in 3. Extend their lead to 4-2 over Team Fleming. And over on Sheet A, a blank in 3. So that score is still set to 1-1. So again, very tight games early on across all our sheets. All these teams, well, most of these teams very much in contention for the Golden Wrench. $22,000 purse overall. $6,000 goes to the winner. So this isn't just pocket change. These guys, this is a paid trip to Arizona.
Absolutely.
Paid trip. I'll also mention you can ask questions anytime. I won't say it's ask the expert, but you can ask a question. It may be at Tom Danielson's expense, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, so kind of trading hits somewhat here. Very nice nose shot. Or shot to nose, rather. has chosen 2 different colored shoes. Bold choice. Not a fashion expert myself, but I guess we'll see how it works out for him. So far, it's working pretty good. Pretty well. Okay, diction in English, Brandon. Please.
You gotta keep it tight.
Let's keep it together. Been here calling games since 8 a.m. It's been a lot of fun. Taking the wide side. Oh. Yeah, that looked odd. Did everybody else see that?
Yeah.
What do you... What do you...
Do we have replay on the list?
Yeah, we did. Replays on the list here,
Okay.
because that...
What happened?
I'm not sure if it picked or just floated on him a little bit. But definitely ended up very wide.
Yeah.
I was just about to say that I think they were looking for a hit and roll, but... didn't work out that way. Schuster will try and take advantage and draw under. Maybe top 8 foot here.
Okay, first question. And it's his signature's in it.
His signature is in it, yes. I'm trying to remember the first name, honestly. I know the last name.
What's the question? What are we all talking about right now?
The question that was asked in the chat is, what is the name of the artist who drew the caricature of Ed Werenich we see in the ice? Talking about that logo you see just up at the top of the house.
Do we need to call the friend?
Yeah,
I
can
know
we
the
ask
last
the
name.
audience?
I believe
What's the last
the
name?
last name is McCord. I believe is it Connor McCord? It's McCord. Is the last name, I'm pretty sure.
I'll accept it.
No.
Oh boy.
Wait.
Okay, we are going to ask the audience here in the room for confirmation. It's a great question. Maybe an easier question next time to get us warmed up would be good, though.
Frank McCord.
Frank McCord, okay.
So I had the last name right.
Yes, you did.
There's a building on ASU's campus called McCord Hall. I wonder if there's any relation. New business building. Now, just
This
slight miss here from Weed.
It's a couple of interesting.
Just ticked. Yeah, just ticked the stone. Team Schuster was able to draw in behind. They roll out, so Schuster has some opening, put some pressure on Team Weed here in the 4th end of action. Both these teams haven't really let up an inch. You know, and one could say, hey, they're both qualified. You know, take it easy, get the shots you want to work on in this game. I'm not sure that's exactly what we're seeing.
I feel like that's not in the nature of either of these teams.
That could be too, right? I think every win gives you points, so it's points on tour, potentially some cash prizes every time with every W. So they're definitely not letting up.
And your request for easy questions is denied.
Okay, well, yeah, all they can say is no, so might as well ask. Leaves look like angle run successfully off that guard.
Still, I feel like that rock, the yellow might still be open though.
It's open. I don't know if it's. Looks like it might be shot. A little bit of distortion at this side of the rings. Looks like they'll just deal with it now, though. Team Schuster, that is.
A little housekeeping there by Matt Hamilton. Yeah. Saw something he didn't like.
Which is impressive. It's definitely tough to see little bits and pieces in the ice with the French vanilla cookies and cream pattern we've got going. Did have near disaster over the holiday break. Some plant issues. So some of the ice unfortunately melted, but our ice crew, terrific job getting everything back and playable. For our leagues, for our events.
Over curl.
Oh, interesting. Definitely a miss there. Crashes the guard. And momentum is maybe flipped here, going into Skip's stones.
This has been an interesting end.
Interesting end for sure, right? Felt very much like Team Schuster was in control, but with that miss, I guess really with the run back, angled run back, and then with that miss, back to back, feels like their momentum has shifted. They're looking to make sure which stone is exactly shot. I mean, we can't help them. I'll let you guess at home.
Well, they just motioned. I believe they think it's the yellow one, which from this camera angle looks correct. However,
Okay. Yeah, of course. Get it over. When you're in a good spot, you want to kind of very precise. Get back to a good spot. Get to a spot that's not going to hurt you later on. Or a spot that Schuster's not going to be able to double out as well. So, fine margins again. Super phone line looks a little tight.
does look a little tight.
Tight. Let's see where it goes. It's going to hit the red, but it's going to roll out, actually. Ooh. So not able to take advantage of the Schuster miss. That leaves Team Schuster with a potential hit and roll opportunity and a force. Let's see. The pressure's on, so these aren't easy shots. These guys are going for. Like we said, you want to be very precise. So try to be too careful, and you just miss. And Sheet C's been tough, right? We've seen a couple of really straight spots. That spot, hard to say from where we are if it was just tight on the slide or if it maybe just hit more of a curly spot.
I'm not sure they were on it.
They were on it the whole way.
away, so.
I think curly spot's the technical term for it too. So Schuster's last here, super for line. Now off for curl, and he's just gonna nose hit it.
They would have liked to have gotten a little roll there, but
Yeah,
I don't think
so.
I think even with the roll, I think it was still just going to be a draw for one.
A draw for
so.
one, right? Doesn't change much. Now, if we could maybe turn the tables. I'd love to know from our audience if they know what the title sponsor for Team Weeb is. SAS. So that question's out there for the audience. I think of the software SAS. So I'd be interested to know if that's what it is. I'll hold my opinions of the software to myself at this point until we get confirmation. Weight looks okay. It's been just a touch heavy.
Foot. Yeah.
So hang on, looks like it's checking up. It'll do. That'll do. Right, these teams continue to just jab each other.
Another force.
Another force.
Why do I have the Jeopardy stakes?
Well, we've had a couple daily doubles so far today.
I'm seeing no answer for this.
We could ask.
Oh, yeah.
It's for the category a petit déjeuner. I'll leave it at that for the audience.
Class.
That's right, Trebek.
And he broke in.
I do hear some trash talk about the sheets over in the bar area. This might be from some eliminated teams.
My goodness.
Could be some saltiness. Oh well, you know that's curling for you. You get a drink, hang out at the bar after the games. It's another plus to coming out and try and learn to curl, kind of get the culture not only on the ice but off the ice as well. And it's
Culture?
it's culture, Becky. Yes, Becky, culture.
Culture.
Okay. It's it's not fine dining in New York City or Paris or a 5-star restaurant, but it's a culture unique to itself. It's like that small town feel maybe in the big city here in Tempe. Very nice shot, Team Schuster. Just past the halfway mark, starting fifth end here. So we've made the turn. We're coming home, as it were. I guess we could do a commercial-free segment of the program, sponsored by the Lodge. Or Pasta Brioni, I guess, one of our other title sponsors. You heard it here first. No commercials.
I like it.
Okay.
I like it.
No ads. This is a live stream. And kind of to start this end, almost a game of mixed doubles is broken out. We're drawing to the center, behind a high guard.
Yeah.
Brandon, this is your music. Come on in.
Yeah. I like it. It is interesting when a 4-person game kind of gets in the doubles feel to it.
Right, get some of that more finesse shots. Careful draw down. You want to be in front. We got the Fighting Don Cherries out there on Cheap B we're going to see. And this is another nice shot. So we have a bit of a zigzag pattern going here.
Yeah, that is truly doubles, keeping the angles.
Truly doubles, you're right. Keep the angles favorable. Subtle draw weight, subtle tap backs. Schuster with hammer. It looks like they're just going to continue to follow. It's a bit interesting. But you do want to stay out in front. Oh, now starting to signal maybe a little bit of a bump. I don't know. They really need more direct signals for us here in the booth.
Yeah, they're again
some
played
indecision.
together enough. I feel it's
Exactly. It's
some
kind of
telepathy here.
it's kind of some unspoken thing at this point, I think, for the team, the guys. Hamilton's first. I do want to get a hat tip to these guys. After their first draw today, they very engaged with the fans, taking pictures with everybody coming out. It's definitely enjoy some of the spotlight, but it can be. You feel like in that position, you can be mini, little celebrities kind of here at the club. You can be it can be exhausting, be a little standoffish, but no, these guys are very engaging. Been hanging out at the Broken Broom Lounge here at the club after games this week, and been a lot of fun.
And I know for a lot of a lot of the newer curlers at the club anyway, like that, the reason that they got into curling was
Oh, sure.
that team.
This team right
Like,
here, yeah.
I know for myself that was the case.
Schuster's been, the face of USA curling for upwards of over a decade now. Where he kind of knows his classic hat look. But yeah, they're doing pictures, signing autographs. It's a lot of fun, really cool to see. Not everybody's as maybe engaging or can be a little bit more standoffish. I feel like I would be in that position.
Sure.
Be a little shy about it, but no, these guys are great. Certainly easy to root for here. All right,
interesting shots.
Yeah,
there.
A couple interesting
Schuster
shots.
came up a little light, and then Team Weeb was a little heavy there.
The plot is thickening here on sheet C. Weight looks good. Looks like it's going to get all the way down to that back yellow now. So maybe a touch heavy. It's good for shot and good to sit two for Team Schuster, but you wonder how long that'll be the case.
I feel like this is just going to be a follow it down.
Follow it down, yeah, I think so.
It's the same line they just threw as well, so...
Did have I guess let's see where the shot goes. Southpaw out of the house. His clockwise turn? His out turn, clockwise. His lefties out, let me tell you. Let's look here. Sweeping for line a little bit. Looks tight. Oh, it's just going to take that guard. Going to bleed into the house, but maybe a little heavy. Oh, miss there.
Yeah.
Team lead.
I wonder if Schuster will try just a straight kind of draw. I was wondering if he might go for the
I think
kind of even just
like
a heavy
hit,
draw.
Little hit and roll. Yeah, tough to say. That one ended up having some weight on it and finished just the back tee.
Yeah.
So now it's
behind the tee line. So
we have the researchers out on how to make these shots better once they get behind the tee line.
Right.
The physics is out there.
That's on the list as well. So.
Right. So I think they decided straight draw to the 4-foot here. I think that's probably the call, right? Block off that draw. This one's gonna
overcurl.
Oh, it's gonna take the guard as well. Okay. Well, now we found a curly spot on the sheet.
Yeah, seems to be a little
right
touchy
here.
there.
Yeah. It's got to be easy on the gas, easy on the clutch. You don't want to stall out. No, I think that gives Team Weeb an opportunity to come back down here as well. We do have some updates, some scores around the sheets at the turn. Sluchinski goes up 2-1, the scorer one. We're now joined by Team Horseman skip, Daryl Horseman.
Hey, everybody at home. Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in on the Coyotes Curling YouTube stream. How's the game going here? You got a real Donnybrook on sheet C.
It is.
Eh?
Teams are not giving an inch. We are in the market. Job postings coming up on a Hogline reporter. I think you could maybe kind of a roving correspondent, if you will.
Great.
Maybe mid-game
Ice
interviews,
level?
mid-shot interviews. How hot or cold is it out there?
Gotta go.
So, here they go.
Looking good.
They're carrying it.
Just a tick there.
Another tick.
Yeah.
Another tick. Oh, wait.
Well, good enough to sit second, it looks.
The margins are small. The margins are small. Not much.
Looks like the team's going to get together on this shot here.
I think so, right? It's very precise. Maybe I might go around while we're discussing this. We'll have the viewers at home look. Kind of go back around the horn. So that was 2-1 in favor of Sluchinski over on A. It's 4-4 now on sheet B. Team's tied up. And Carruthers takes a 2-1 lead over on D. So the 3-4-0 matchups, all very tight. 2-1, 2-2, the scores. Looks like they've decided. I'm not
not sure
exactly sure what the final call is, right? Because okay, it looks like they're going to bump it in here.
Once
little hit and roll.
had a
Telestrator, we could start measuring angles. It's on the list. Okay, Telestrator, we could show the people at home. We could do our John Madden impression. Or this guy over here. Down. Looks like it's curling.
Curl as well.
Oh, they're off. It is over curling.
Interesting.
Maybe a little tick.
A little, yeah.
Okay, so maybe they guarded.
Not bad.
Okay.
Kind of block our path in there.
Could be worse. Gives them. They can't play that other red stone now. It must just be a spot in the sheet that's curling just a little bit more. Very weight sensitive. So that one maybe... weight was probably okay there. I mean, he angled raised that one quite a few feet. So maybe it was just a smidge light.
I think they are just going to try and draw through that port, it looked like.
That port did get smaller, though.
It definitely got smaller. It is not... it looks extremely small on the camera. I'm not sure on the ice what it looks like, but
you're gonna have to adjust those bifocals, Brandon.
Not quite the bifocals yet.
Oh, okay. The monocle then. Check the pocket watch.
Yeah, the Mr. Peanut look.
Oh, classy.
Hard weight.
A little bit of curl, perhaps. Hard to tell. Now for line. Oh, it's gonna.
Well, they got
just
by.
Get by. Is it gonna be heavy enough though?
No.
Just gonna come up short. That takes away that shot, I think, entirely.
Yeah, I think so. Interesting. Looks like Team Schuster's just gonna come around on the other side.
Yeah, use the other side of the sheet here.
Is red shot?
Red is shot.
It's hard to tell, but it does look like red.
It does look like they're shot. They're sitting 1 and 3 in the house. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, and we're not sharing stones with sheet B, all the rocks are in play right now. Oh, that stone from sheet C is leaked on.
Goodness. Oh.
Let's show a little
like
respect, sheet B. My
goodness.
goodness.
That's cheating, trying to use other sheets' rocks, but hey, we got a 9-ender.
A 9-ender, yeah. Well, you might get asked to check the math on it, but
yeah, I think so.
I think the rules are, if the other skip doesn't notice or agrees to it, then you can hang the score. We have had some of that drama at our club, on a local, maybe on a championship night. It's like, oh, I didn't think that's what the score was. Well, the Vices agreed, so that's what the score is. Definitely looking at angles at this point. Probably not only for their own shots, but what shot we might throw.
Well, it looks like they decided. I would think it would just be a draw. Looks awful tight on the ice, but...
A draw or a tap, I think. Change the angles up with the front ones, right? They do a Kind of a straight tap, perhaps, to the forefoot.
That could be as well, yeah.
They could make those angles a little less fit, because right now the angles are maybe set up to go red, red, yellow, red, and they lose that third shot. A stone that's maybe just a touch higher might take that away. But let's see here. On it for line.
Sweeper's on right away.
Maybe for weight. Now for line. There they go.
Yeah, it does appear
Looks
to
a
be
little
tap.
tight. It's a tap, but it is tight. Oh. Okay, that's
It's okay. I don't think
slight miss, but
yeah, but the tap
hurt you.
tap didn't go deep enough to really cause any kind of problem.
Yeah,
so.
I think that's probably the case here. Over curl a little bit. We've seen a plethora of stones over curl this end, right? Maybe the ice is we're at the fifth end. Maybe the ice is slowed down, got a little heavier. Maybe these guys they haven't given an inch, so maybe they're just icing a little bit tighter after having seen so many stones.
Sure. Yeah.
Not curl enough. What do you do, Team Levy? The first shot they looked at was maybe a guard this tap.
Yeah,
back.
that's kind of what I thought at first as well.
It looks like what they may be leaning to.
Yeah.
I don't think they can get in anywhere for a shot.
No, I don't think so.
Throwing heat and blowing stuff up, I don't. Well, now I can't throw heat, so
I think they're looking
I
at
can't
that,
see these.
They're looking at that port there and see. I don't know if they can.
Oh, get this angle of the yellow onto the red. That
Yeah,
could be.
'cause
That might be there.
That yellow doesn't have to move very far.
If we had a sideline reporter, hogline reporter, excuse me, he might be able to scope out some of this, what this line might look like, or our front row VIP guests in the warm room. See, it's a packed house there in the long view.
Absolutely. I wonder if we have any lip readers out there. That would help us out a little.
That
bit.
would be, yeah.
What's going on?
Well, I heard Reed Carruthers on that one. Flat Brothers still discussing out at their end, keeping it clean.
Well, they had decided on a shot, and then
Tough to say.
changed and he came back. Yeah.
They have banked some time early in this game. Not that we are on the clock or anything, but I'll allow it.
Yeah, it looks like they want to try and come through there. Interesting.
Perhaps they haven't seen a hit they don't like. Let's see. Don't know if the armchair agrees.
I would say it seems a bit risky, but I think
There might not be
I'm not sure what you're
on the downside here,
Yeah.
right? Because I think the worst they could do is give up 2. I don't know if I see 3 for Team Schuster here. He's off though. For Pearl.
Earl, yes.
Off. Close for line. Low. Oh, it's just gonna tick.
Just tick the guard.
Just gonna tick. Well, that was curious. That was curious all the way around.
Yeah.
They took a tough shot. Spot that's over curled several times this end. We're on it for curl to start. Then over curled
Yeah.
and needed more line. So, and not an easy shot. They could have, hindsight being 2020, blocked this tap up. Schuster seems ready to play.
Yeah, just got to tap it up a couple of feet. and he'll
Interesting.
Be in there for what I would assume is 2.
This is hammer.
Yes, last rock.
This is hammer. And a 2 spot here might put you in good position with the ones we've been trading. Schuster's out. Small clean. It's not a gimme. Now they need it to curl. First one over curl. Now they need it. Oh, now it looks okay.
Yeah.
Looks close. Weight looks good. Little tap.
So you gotta
Little
get too much.
heavy. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Well, now it's
that's
closed.
interesting.
Oh boy,
Really hard to tell from. Well,
the warm room is. Oh no, they moved it too fast.
I guess.
Oh, we didn't get a chance at that one.
I think they got 3.
I believe they,
Oh,
I believe
no.
they called it as 2. Closer on the camera than in person, apparently.
Oh, geez, take a picture. It might be gone. It might be the last you see of those stones. The warm room seems to think it was 2. I don't know. We'll wait to find out here.
If only we had a drone.
Right, back. Bit of a natural break in the booth. Brandon, what'd I miss?
Schuster threw their first came in when you see it in the house right there.
It's kind of a bit of a classic setup.
We had a high corner guard from Weeb and then a center line guard from Schuster.
Why throw him? Just go put him down there.
Sure.
Oh, this one's going to crash.
Oh, man.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
This is starting to be a recurring pattern.
Interesting. It must be some tricky ice during this.
Tricky ice, yeah. Now, I have not been here for calling these games for Weeb, but this might be Weeb's first time on Sheet C. I'm not sure. Need to fact check ourselves here.
Yeah.
Hamilton looking away in disgust, it looks like. Be really light, way over curl.
Yeah, interesting.
A lot of junk up in the top of the I guess top of the sheet, right, just past that hog line.
Yeah, a lot of really, really high guards now.
Yeah, you almost can't see them. This stone's being delivered. Quick update on the other sheets. Over on sheet A, Sturm A with a 2 spot to take the lead at 3-2. Going into 6. And on sheet B, tied up, Deuces, Carruthers, and Gautier going into 6. Now this weight looks really good. It's got check up. Looks very nice.
Very nice shot.
Any closer, and I'd say go ahead and measure it. We have confirmation, first time on sea for Team Weeb. So that could explain some of the tricky spots they're hitting. You know, they're under a bit of pressure, right? This isn't a cupcake game, you might see. This is a preview of Sunday. This looks tight, looks like it's going to get through. Doesn't get down to that yellow. Needs to curl. Yeah, it's a little tap, it looks. No. Oh. Okay, little tap, I was right. I shouldn't doubt myself so much. It calls them as I sees them.
Just like calling line, it's okay, just say something.
Yeah, you're right.
You can always change it.
Yeah, it's true. And then it's the sweeper's fault, right?
Of course.
Yeah. Skipping 101.
It's a downfall to mixed doubles.
Yes. There's not as many fingers to point.
Exactly.
They start turning around on yourself. Looks like Weeb's just going to follow. Speaking of mixed doubles, another game looks like it's broken out and cheats it. N6 here.
There we go.
Sweepers are on it. Looks like
It's gonna
needs
get
to curl.
Oh!
Just ticks.
Interesting. So that
Looked okay.
That'll open that up just a little bit.
Well,
Not a whole lot, but it did move that guard over a bit.
I think you're right. It does open it up
Still probably
ever
can't throw
so
enough.
slightly.
I'm not sure you can throw enough weight to really move that yellow. Yeah, I think you just freeze on it.
Well, like we said, that deuce by Team Schuster in 5. First two of the game, right? Like you keep forcing, keep in play. That could be the difference in the game. That one deuce, right? If they just force again.
Yeah.
Flies out of the hat. On the sheet. Sweepers are close. Could go either way. Now for curl.
Seems to be heavier than the last.
Needing curl. They're trying to play the tap. Maybe it's got to make some contact though.
Oh.
And make just enough, I think. No.
No, not
Well, enough to move it. Enough to move it.
enough.
And actually kind of moves both those stones underneath cover. So even more difficult to get to. If at all. Now,
The interesting part is the other side of the sheet's still wide.
Still wide open. And that's okay.
Nobody's taken that side yet.
Keep it in the bank for later on.
Yeah, I think for Team Weeb, it's kind of their thing, right?
Sheet D getting excited again. Hey, Sheet D.
Stay away from that side of the sheet and kind of leave yourself a draw.
Leave yourself a draw on the other side of the sheet. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I feel like for Team Schuster, it's kind of the opposite. Stay away from that side of the sheet. Don't give them a line read.
Clog it up. Yeah. Yeah. Interesting they don't opt to maybe blast some of those guards on top. That was the scouting report we heard. It's, ripping guards, getting multiple guards at a time, but not opting for it here. So it looks like they settled on a draw.
Yeah, I think they're going to try and come right down as the other ones have.
Here comes the lefty. He's coming home. Looks like it's going to get through that port. And maybe a little bit of an angle.
To check up the willow, don't push that.
Oh, perfect.
Far. There we go.
Perfect. Beautiful shot. That's really great. That freeze there gives them. Schuster has to do something here.
Yeah, I think
right? Either a guard or a little tap.
A little tap would be great, right?
They can't leave it. They can't go over the other side of the sheet because that gives Weeb an opportunity to throw something a little heavier, maybe even remove that red.
Yeah.
Now you can't get that back yellow. discussion here. Seems like they like it. I think, yeah, they're probably playing maybe freeze of their own. If it's a little heavy, they go for the tap.
Yeah, I don't think they want to throw as heavy as they did on their last.
Yeah, you're probably right. They did kind of signal like a roll outside might not be a bad thing. Maybe that was for the yellow.
I think that would be okay because I don't think you'd really, unless you're going to freeze, I don't think you really want to leave your shooter over there.
Yeah. Small port. Sweepers are close. Hard clean. Now they go. Like they're going to carry it right into that yellow. It's going to be a tight... Yes, it's going to be a tight freeze.
Right
Angled freeze. Very well done. Oh, now, beautiful shot. Really beautiful because you can't get that red-yellow anywhere without going red-yellow-red.
Yeah.
Teams are really having to think about what they want to do here, shot to shot.
Yeah, now that interesting that we're kind of getting deep in the end here, and now they're looking
to bail. So if they could get all three of these plus the shooter, that would be ideal. I think the angles are potentially lined up. We can't quite see with Weed now there. We're off though with some heat. Get the fire extinguisher ready. 1, 2, 3.
Gets them all.
Gets them all. Job done. Job done.
Absolutely.
Nice shot.
I feel like that really changes it up now because now that red that looked like it was in a really good spot is
it's more precarious.
Yes.
It's more precarious, right? You want to keep that bad boy around.
To just push that right out. Oh, little jig out there.
Oh, I missed it.
Landsteiner, yeah.
Maybe be careful.
Yeah,
It's slippery out on the ice sometimes.
treacherous without a gripper on.
Yeah. You know, he's been here before, but it can happen to the best of us. We have seen one fall so far this weekend.
Oh, yes.
And lose focus for 1 second, people get hurt. What do you do as team?
Long discussion here.
Right, the guard's an obvious play. I don't know if it really helps you a whole heck of a lot. Only one guard. Looks like they're opting for a tap-tap. Tap-taparoo. Yes, seems to have settled the debate.
Yeah, I think if you tap that back, maybe to the top of the button, it does leave a run back from that red that's touching the 12-foot, but it would definitely jam, I would think. On
you
on
kind
the
of get in front of that
there.
yellow.
Yeah.
I think the big thing would be to move this yellow, the yellow smashed in between, kind of away.
Pop the yellow.
Right, yeah, I hit it hard enough to move that away from being as dangerous as it sits now. Leads away. Keeper down. Across the hog line. Now for curl. Looks like it needs it. It's hanging. Hamilton readies. Ooh. It's gonna tap, but soft as ever.
Did change the angles
It
quite
did.
a bit.
It
I'm
did.
not
You're
sure
totally right.
That yellow popped out enough that I'm not sure that's going to come into play for that red that's sitting.
You're right.
There.
I think it's unlocked.
And it's still behind those other two reds. I'm not sure you can angle the.
They moved it. I don't.
Lonely red in there.
You're right.
Either. That's what they're looking
I don't
at.
think they're for shot either now, too. I think it's still one yellow.
I believe so.
Now, for Team Lead, how did they manufacture a 2?
Looks like they are going to try and run that red.
Those reds. I think,
One in the center.
I think they could get it. I guess they would sit 2 with one out there. That might not be bad.
I think even if you hit that nose,
I think nose might get both those reds.
Might get it. Very, very precise. Not a lot of room there.
No. This is a tour shot. They're going in turn, so expect some heat here. It's coming in. Pew! Not too crazy, maybe just normal.
Needs to curl it. Get it over
Needs it
there.
to curl. Bang, bang.
Great
just
shot.
enough, yes.
Just like
Sitting
that.
2 yellow.
Sitting
2 yellow. Very nice shot. Well done.
So now, I was going to say, from Schuster, do you throw at those top 2 reds just to kind of get that yellow out of there?
No. You could potentially draw down to
Or
the back
that's-
yellow.
Yeah, I was looking at that as well.
That's
they
an
don't,
option.
They don't seem to be at all looking at the draw down there.
Yeah, well,
It is-
the draw is risky when you don't have the hammer, maybe.
Yeah, and it's got to be. It would have to be a good freeze.
Right.
Otherwise.
And if you get these reds right, I mean, you could get rid of that yellow and potentially block off any scoring opportunities for 2. Perhaps, but you have to get it thick enough to move everything. But yeah, just as Schuster's motioning there to maybe also get a roll. So that's what they decided. Maybe they've talked me into it, I guess. I'm nervous. I'm bouncing. John second. Maybe tight. Hard for line. Hard for line. Red. Got it. Roll.
Oh, wow.
Nice shot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well done.
Still, I would imagine they're going to draw there through that port.
Oh.
Just into the 4-foot.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they're lining up for, but precarious.
Yeah,
Precarious.
absolutely.
You got those 2 yellows on the outside there.
They have thrown this very similar line. at
True.
least, but,
This is
but
true.
We have seen just
We have seen it over Pearl.
what a few inches could do on a different line. So
Some updates over on the other sheets. Team Fleming steals 1 to go up 5-4, going into 6. And Crothers and Gautier, we did notice that they've made a turn to 7, and that's because they blinked 6. That's how they got through that so fast. So that one's still tied 2-2. Nobody giving an inch. Much like sheet C, our feature sheet. The draw, 4-2. Sweepers are close. Still close. Now going.
look like hard for line, then a little bit for weight, but
Weeb looks like he's woeing him. How much of a woe? They need it for line, I think. Weight looks okay. Need it for line. Weight's close, and they get it. Great sweep. Great shot.
Never a doubt, right?
Nice. I was doubtful. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure. We wasn't sure.
That's a big answer.
Big answer.
Big
Big
answer to
two.
the two by-
That's a big
by
2 right
Schuster
there.
there,
Well
yeah.
done. Well done. Again, that commercial-free end or two was brought to you by the Lodge.
So much for commercial free.
Well, it was commercial-free. We didn't mention it. Maybe.
That's fair. That's fair. I'll give you that.
I am taking kickbacks for more commercials, so. Well, it looks like both teams have needed to take a breath, actually, as we come to rejoin. Perhaps a natural break. We're not on the clock, so take the time you need. There's only one draw remaining today, and that's a tiebreaker. That'll be after this draw, I think. Perhaps a 8 p.m. slide off.
This is an interesting break.
We have an issue out there, perhaps. We're looking towards the glass.
Yeah. Maybe there's some captivating curling. Oh well, I guess they need.
Nope, I think a natural break.
Their team.
Natural break is what it was.
Thought maybe there was some another captivating curling game on the.
It's true. Well, we're now down to 3. Oh boy, as the broadcaster almost takes a tumble. Oh boy, don't get comfortable. And here we're back. We're at N7, all tied up 4-4. Weave down to 3 players, for what it's worth.
Yeah.
Schuster also is down. A player or 2. They're coming back on the ice. The good news here at Coyotes Curling Club, there are a lot of doctors around, so in case of emergency.
It'll be interesting to see how Team Schuster plays this end. Being tied, having
Tied.
Hammer in the 7th.
Tied hammer in 7, that's right.
So
That one looks like I saw a back line signal. This is not on the center line, so they're probably just playing a tick. Land center specialty. And a tick they will have. Roll to a corner guard of their own. Perfect shot. Now, it's shots like that is why they've introduced the no-tick rule.
Absolutely.
They throw it like it's nothing. He was looking to put up another guard. I guess they probably looking to force here. Force a 1, take hammer
yeah, I
home
would
at
think
8.
so. They would want to keep the hammer in the last end.
Yeah, I think so. So we'll see a couple of guards here. That one is on the center line, so Schuster don't have the same option here. That looks like they're gonna draw.
Come around their corner guard there.
It's tight, but I am not a professional.
Alright. Just
It's actually going to be just enough of a perfect draw weight, right around top 4 under the corner guard. Beautiful, beautiful lead play right
yeah,
there.
a little bit of it still kind of hanging out there.
On our long view, I guess you might be right.
I went for the.
I have a tendency to root for leads, so
hit and roll pretty quickly, so.
they did. There wasn't much discussion. A couple of hearty laughs at the Broken Brew Lounge. There they go. They're on it for line already. Hard line, hard line. Looks tight.
Yeah.
right at that guard. Past the
Looks
free
like- yeah,
guard
looks like-
zone yet, so if they remove this,
Yeah,
Schuster's going to sweep this out. He's going to sweep it. Maybe not enough.
No.
Good enough to be maybe a biter?
Yeah, that's interesting. That's
maybe a biter?
maybe a biter.
Interesting. So works out, rolls over to another center guard. So Schuster looks like they'll just draw right in. I guess if you're Schuster, grabbing 2 with hammer here wouldn't be a bad thing.
Yeah, I think it really needs 2 or be able to take the hammer to the 8th.
Right. Which, there's not really an in-between. Those are either or. So
Yeah.
I guess they kind of play the end out. Looks like
this
there's
one
in between.
will
This
as
is
well.
tight. Ooh, a little tick there, yes. But it rolls
Well,
to a corner guard. By the...
Once again, you still may be able to see a little bit of that red there.
It is tough to say.
Yeah.
Your eyes are better than mine.
It's going to be tight. Looks like they may try it again.
It's a little high, so there might be room to get around. Just around the sheets. Sheet A is tied up 3-3. Sheet B is tied up 5-5. We're tied 4-4. And Sheet D is tied 2-2.
My goodness. See? As advertised.
As advertised. People are getting their money's worth here. Except for me, maybe. Oh, this was not going to crash the guard, but not going to get the back one. It's going to slip right through the house.
Schuster seems a bit...
Yeah, now what do you do? Right, you could draw around wide. We looked at, you could put something up maybe. I'm not sure if that wide one's a biter or not. I could see white from here maybe, but for whatever that's worth, looks like they're just going to draw.
Yeah, they're going to try and go, based on that ice, try and go through those 2 yellows there.
Oh.
Seems like
Port support, I guess.
Port support. Interesting to see what the... Because again, we've had a couple straight and a couple really curly
This is
paths
true.
on here.
This is true.
They seem to like it. They're not...
Schuster's moving left to right. Try to get the line right here. Looks
Oh,
good.
there you go.
Weight looks good. He's going to check up here. Top 4. Yeah, top 4, top 8. Looks really good.
Looks good. I think
Looks good.
They want to tuck just a little more in there,
Or
I think.
being a little open is not terrible. It's tough to say on that long view. They could perhaps maybe get to the inside there, which I think would be ideal for Weeb.
Yeah, I think so.
I wonder if they'll... Looks like they'll straight draw. Try to get inside corner freeze. Been a long weekend. Teams are still bringing it, though. Getting ready for Sunday. Close for line. Sweepers kind of like it. Now they're going. Getting called off from the back, but they're still sweeping. Now they're off.
Looks like it may need to...
May needs to curl. Looks very close. Needs for weight. Can they carry it? Okay, frozen.
Right on top, yeah.
Frozen.
Interesting. So now...
Maybe frozen on the outside. They were looking
now
maybe
do you put up
to
a
be
guard?
inside.
Kind of block them... I don't know.
It's a conundrum. Well, maybe not. Okay. What do you do here?
Guard, I mean, if you freeze on it as well, you kind of somewhat protect yourself, right? Because if they come down and hit, now they are unprotected.
Kind of
they have no back.
But it's a small port.
It is
all
a
the way
small
around,
port.
so there's fine margins. It looked like he may have signaled for top 12-foot half cover in the yellow. Make that run back that you or tap back, if you will.
Sure.
Really difficult. So it's not a guard per se. It's in the house, but protecting the shot stone. This will be interesting. peek there over on sheet D. Caruthers and Gauthier have started the 8th end. Caruthers forced to 1, so they're up 3-2, but without Hammer. Matt, oh, this one's gonna just take the guard.
Oh, it's gonna open the.
Yeah, this spot comes back to bite again.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So to open up the port.
Oh no. Weeby.
But again,
Weeby. I don't. Yeah, they're not looking necessarily
no, I think
at that straightforward tap.
Not yet, anyway. I think if you lose that red right now, you have no backing. And,
it would
kind of set yourself up for.
Sure. It would be you would need to hit your yellow and roll to a good place, and hopefully your yellow rolls to a good place as well.
And most of the teams this weekend they've shown a lot of patience when it comes to these shots, whereas a lot of times in league, people will just go straight forward, not really
aggressive.
Thinking ahead of kind of what's going to happen.
Yeah, so they could be thinking here. You're looking good on the skips right. So do you perhaps go to the other side, kind of split the house, as it were, so Schuster can't play off of you on both sides.
The whole team down there.
They're looking
also,
at this run back.
And then,
is that run back there? I don't know.
Yeah, interesting.
Pause for some discussion here.
And,
You know what? Based on what they're signaling, I think they're talking about what is Schuster going to do. What options does Schuster have for 2? Right, so
Schuster was out talking with his team as well, taking this opportunity.
Good team meeting, discuss what's happening, perhaps some strategy, perhaps what they're seeing on the ice,
or just maybe they're going to dinner after the game.
You know,
you never know.
Well, it should be the lodge, so
I would think it would be.
I don't think that's the discussion.
Maybe what they'll order at the lodge.
Maybe what they'll order at the lodge, what they're drinking, what the schedule looks like tomorrow. Did everybody check in for their flights? I actually don't know if they're leaving tomorrow, maybe taking advantage. I know Schuster's got some family out here. I think he was explaining to some folks.
I believe so.
I was not eavesdropping, okay?
Aunt, uncle, I think.
Aunt, uncle, very nice. Fine margins here. Discussing every scenario.
Yeah.
And actually looking at maybe a long tap back. Interesting. This is not your Saturday Night League play. This is the real thing. But we decided the tap back, so this is, but they're sweeping. So wait, could be an issue. Line could be close. Looks okay. Getting the tap, is it enough? Not quite.
Interesting.
Not quite. So they maybe half blocked themselves off. Now this is an opportunity for Team Schuster to come together. Also, these angles are not straightforward.
No.
You can see John Landsteiner looking a little puzzled in the long view.
Says, you guys figure it out.
He is a little bit more hands off. Matt Hamilton, on the other hand, definitely contributing.
Yes, I had a conversation with him about that actually at the Broken Room Lounge the other day.
Oh,
yeah.
oh.
He says he really does like to be involved with the strategy side of the
right,
even while playing front end if
absolutely
he has the opportunity.
Absolutely. Well, hey, as long as everybody gets it's an opportunity for everybody to be on the same page, everybody can kind of visualize exactly what needs to happen on the shot. I think that's all the better for everybody. You're not, you see just casual league play, you might get confused, like, whoops, where were we supposed to put this?
Absolutely.
And that's not comforting as a skip.
Yes.
The rock's coming towards you, or you threw it, and they're wondering what the shot was.
That has happened many times.
Yes, yes. It's all about focus. Well, I'm having fun, but mostly focus.
I would say at this level, it's mainly focused. It's not probably a whole lot of
Not a fun being had. Well, maybe fun. This looks okay.
Yeah, I think
looks
they
like
were
they're
just going for the draw down to that yellow.
or maybe a small tap to get it separated again. Sweepers are now both on it. Looks tight.
Oh, just by.
Gets through. Tap.
Oh,
Taps right to the button.
Right back
Okay.
to the tee line.
Okay, so now, fine margins. Very nice shot. It's like we will try a run back here.
And based on the angles, though, I think
it's there.
Depending, the run back is there, but the question is, if you throw it a little heavy, I think you'll lose the yellow out of the side there.
Ooh, very good observation. They pointed off to that side. So I wonder how heavy are they going to throw this?
And with that Schuster rock just sitting there, kind of almost just outside the 4 foot, you don't have a lot of room to roll.
Right. Now, taking another look at the long view, it looks like that other red that's maybe just off the 4 foot does look like it's under cover of the corner red, right on that Pasta Brioni sign. We're not asking for too much, Becky, here. We're just asking for a telestrator, comfy chairs, drone, what else? A rules analyst, pocket change. Don't worry about doing it. We got you. Our keen eyes will get us through this.
A lot of high pressure shots here in the 7th.
Yeah, our pace has slowed down. A lot of rocks in play. A lot of angles to consider.
I'd say a lot at stake. I mean, seeding in the playoffs could be a big deal.
Could be. You're right. I think so. Interesting to see if sheet D finishes up before our feature sheet gets through this end. That'll be interesting. Hard to tell what's going on over there.
Could be close. We have both skips have both rocks here. Finish this end out. So
it looks like they might be close to skip stones on D. Okay, Brandon, but don't distract me. I'm going to get back on sheet C now. Looks like the shot has been decided. Did you see what?
No, based on the ice, it does look like
that tap.
Just a tap. You move that red a little bit, I think you're okay. I don't think you can throw too much weight at it.
Right, you have to be a little careful, a little finesse out of the hack. Some oohs and ahs from the warm room. Sweepers are down.
Sweepers are down, yeah.
Now off, now down. Close. Coming over the hog line. Looks close. Waits close. Now for curl. Slight tap.
Not quite enough.
Not enough to sit shot, but they are counting 2 now.
And now,
or second
with
shot,
the angle there, I wonder if Schuster looks at that. That is angled right at the button. Yeah, right there.
Again, your lips, Schuster's ears.
I'd be killer if we could only make these shots in league.
I know. Wow. Got half the game down.
Yeah. The easy half, I feel.
Perhaps. The
That's
theoretical
really-
armchair half.
Yes.
That's really why you want the telestrator, right? So you can make these shots.
Absolutely.
Circle, zoom.
Yeah.
Pointer. This goes here, that goes there.
There you go.
John, here's a stone.
Man, we could even get. Not sure it exists. Maybe maybe inventing something new here. We can get
Oh,
some
don't
kind
tell.
of
Maybe
like,
don't tell people. Okay.
some real life physics simulation here, where we could, simulate the shot, as it were.
Wow, that sounds expensive. We are a nonprofit club.
That's true. I feel like that would need a large donation to the club to make that happen, especially if it hasn't been developed.
We'll get ASU to develop.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Hashtag innovation.
You can offer a spot at one of our tri-curlings for somebody that is
Yeah.
able to program that.
Schuster's off. Sweeping hard for line.
Hard for line, yeah.
Hard for line. It's very
Power
close. It's very close. Waits okay. Yes.
Oh,
whoa!
nice.
Oh my
What
God.
a shot!
Spectacular shot.
Round of applause from the warm room. What perfect weight. Really nice. Team Schuster's really set up here now.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what you do here if you team wave like
Weave, I
this.
don't know if you can cut them to one.
Yeah.
You may just be forced to
And
guard
angles
to
are-
protect against a 3.
You see the yellow on the yellow to the red?
That's that high yellow. It's
I don't.
I mean that
shoot.
it looks like that's maybe what they're one of the shots they're looking at. That's a very
See, you have to be so careful here though because
it
4 is still in play.
Absolutely.
even, right? If they just run back the red they just threw, there's no backing for that yellow now. That's just in the 4
Absolutely.
foot. So, gosh, do you give up, concede definitely 2, and protect against 4?
Yeah, protect the
or,
guard.
or 3?
Throw it. You're saying throw
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe throw a guard.
over there? Yeah.
Looks,
Interesting.
They're going for
Looks
line.
like
No.
I did see
Yeah.
a
Wow.
signal for run, a run signal.
Yeah, I mean I think the run is there. And with the amount of weight they'll probably throw at it, I think you would clear if you make it, you will clear both of those rays.
Laser beams.
So it could put that yellow that's on the 8 foot right through the 2 reds.
Yeah.
Not even touch them.
It's possible.
It's true.
It's possible.
Yeah, and if you miss the angle here a little bit, right, you clear your yellow out. My goodness.
Fine margins.
Yeah.
Big weight coming. Sweeping for line.
Hard for line.
Hard for line.
Hard for line.
Looks like, oh no, it looks
gonna
tight.
overcurl,
Looks
I
tight.
believe.
Oh, it's gonna just tick, tick.
Oh!
Whoa!
Wow.
Well, not how they drew it up.
No.
But it
And I wonder if
will
Schuster, so
work.
there's a little port over there. Yeah.
looks like it could. Oh my goodness, that was
I
fortunate.
mean, that's not a large port, but you can get at that yellow and probably sit 2.
Oh my. Well,
Yeah,
tables
looks like that's what the...
tables have turned.
Yeah,
We
that
were
was...
talking 3 or 4 for Schuster, and now they're
Interesting.
going to have to fight for 2.
Yeah, it looks like I feel this will be big weight just to keep it...
Keep it straight,
Keep it
baby.
straight,
Get right, shoot
yeah.
right through this court in a soft little
He could
roll.
take out. He's only got one red.
It is a lonely red.
He's not throwing as big a weight
No,
as maybe
I
we thought.
anticipated more.
Maybe a control or a normal. Now sweeping for curl.
Curl. Oh.
Is it wide? Oh, it's close.
Oh, wow. Right
It's
through.
Close. And
Great
it hit
shot.
4-2.
Just... And you can tell just as he casually just kind of skates down the ice. Never a doubt in his moment.
I need oxygen,
Yeah.
people.
Jeez.
Oh my goodness. I guess he's been in some big moments, but
My hands are sweating. I'm just sitting in a chair. Wow.
get me on a monitor here. Oh boy.
Do we need the defibrillator off the wall?
Whew. Give me some
goodness.
air. I need some air. My goodness. So that gets 2, which now if you turn back a couple of shots, we were like, oh, well, you could maybe blank. Well, you can't blank with every stone in play.
Absolutely.
And so he did opt for take 2. So now they'll go up 2 with hammer. Without hammer.
You gotta feel
If they
pretty good
negotiated
about-
hammer, I would have
Yes,
been impressed
that-
as well.
Yeah. You gotta be. I mean, you gotta be not overly confident, right? But up
He's
to
gonna
with
feel good
Hammer,
about
the
it.
way that this game's been going is,
Well, they won't have Hammer
without Hammer.
without Hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or we have seen several forces though, so.
Yeah, and this again. How do you play this end? Do you play for the
I think
steal?
you're playing for a bit of a safe steal, so I think you're going to see a couple of guards by Team Schuster. Landsteiner's first here. Let's see if they get it. Well, no,
This looks like it's going to come
he's
in.
holding his broom like they want it in. Okay, all right, that's not bad either. Get the late guard. We're going to sweep it right to the top. Top 8 foot.
I guess you don't really. I mean, to score 2, you need some guards.
Yeah, he
right?
does need
So-
some guards. You're right. Here I am panicking like they might only be about one. Team Schuster, but Team Weeb incumbent to get at least probably several corner guards.
I was gonna say
up. They
I
need
wouldn't
the
be
two.
surprised if they first 2 here, and
Right.
and I believe Schuster would probably be thinking the same thing, right? So he tries to get a couple in the house, or even one in with the
Yeah.
center guard,
Yep,
right?
that's
Knowing
right.
that the first couple rocks aren't coming in there. So
Ooh, I gotta calm down after that last 7 pens. My goodness.
heart's still racing.
Whew. Easy, boy. Tight matchups on all of the other sheets as well. The drama is ensuing. You can't look away from it. It's everywhere. Sheet A, Sturmey up by 1 over Sluchinski, who has Hammer. So down 1 with. And well, curling zone's going to refresh. Team Fleming up 1, 6-5 without Hammer, going into 8. Team Schuster just took 2, so they'll be up 2 without Hammer. And I think Sheet D is getting close to the end over there. Brothers up 1 without Hammer. So everywhere you look, it's just drama.
Yeah, and Sheet D looks like a relatively crowded 4-foot there.
It does it. Now I see. There's at least 2 or 3 stones.
Yeah, I see. Looks like maybe a yellow, red, yellow. Interesting.
As we circle back here, Weeb has opted for corner guards on both sides of the sheet. After Team Schuster threw a very high center guard. It's like they made a drawing around now. They sit 2 frozen on top of each other. Let's see, this one looks wide though. Long shot. Coming home towards the warm room, towards the glass, towards the crowd.
That's on the.
Well,
Oh wow! It
okay,
just
audible,
curls by.
maybe they audible to get a little tick. They don't get it. Now they're with a guard,
Another
free guard.
guard, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Here we go again. We're
Drama
drawing back
already.
to the top 8.
Five rocks into the end.
Boys at the other end are tucking Weeb into maybe a light tick. What do you call it? Light peel, kind of a hit and roll over to the wings. Maybe just knows now that they've put the broom down. They try to get both of these reds out of there.
Interesting on Sheet D. It looks like they finished, but I saw him grab some rocks and going to the other end.
Oh, it does look that way.
Interesting. So they're going to play the extra end and on Sheet D apparently. It looks
this
like they took
one-
the rocks down to come home
That's right.
for all the fans.
For the fans, it's common courtesy. Old pros here, they know they're crowd pleasers. So here Weeb didn't quite get, I think, what they were looking for. They didn't get either the double, nor did they roll into the house.
Yeah, I think he wanted to
So,
roll over to the 12-foot there.
Yeah.
The long roll is what it looked like he was calling.
So a little bit in between. Matt Hamilton's looking like he's drawing. It's like he will come down under those guards.
Oh man,
This does look like it's checking up.
That, yeah.
Center guard.
Hamilton did not look happy with that.
Little broom flip. It's not a bad shot.
No.
Still sitting 1. A lot of traffic out front. Lead looks like they'll opt for that angle. Angle run back, angle tap back. Difficult to say here.
Yeah, it looked like he had...
Okay, now he's looking for a split.
Yeah. Looked like he had a shot called and then kind of waved it off.
Yeah, they're taking some input from the boys at the other side. The angles are different from their perspective. And they're the ones throwing some of these shots.
Yeah,
so,
you gotta be comfortable with the shot you're throwing.
That's absolutely true. Well, Crothers and Gauthier have gone to that extra end, and Curling Zone is off its rocker.
Yes.
My goodness, Curling Zone not able to handle it. It's stressed too. It's with us. All of the sheets are close. Deep breaths, everybody. Does look this way. Looks like they're opting for the split here. Looks maybe tight. Hard to say. A little tight.
Yeah, now swooping for the
Going a little. Well, it's going to tap and get back to the back forefoot. Interesting.
Yeah, no.
Interesting.
Yeah, Schuster, how do you get there? Just a little tap maybe?
I think so. It's not a big port. They have thrown this side a little bit, but you're right. Hamilton's stone is sitting. Stone he just threw is kind of on this path that they're going.
Yeah.
Let's see. So he plies first.
There'll be some heavy carving once he gets by the guards there.
You would have to think so, but you got to get by the guards. That's hard line here. Hard line. It's going to be close. It's going to be. Oh, now they're by. Now they're curling.
Yeah.
Oh, where's it going to go? Oh, tap.
Oh,
Oh
great
my goodness.
shot.
Oh my goodness. Breathe, Sean. Breathe.
It does look like they got shot rock out of it.
Oh my goodness, what a shot. Does look like they're shot, and they're sitting right on top of that yellow. That yellow. Has the researchers come back how to promote these? Because they're going to need it soon.
I don't believe it has.
Okay, well. Maybe have this double option here. Could be there. What do they have here? What are they opting for? Right. Lead here. Getting some applause. Looks like somebody's finished. Well, sounds like we can't see.
I would have to guess that was over on sheet A.
Could be sheet A.
See people on every other sheet there.
Supers are down for this. Where are they going? Looks like they're going to draw top forefoot, top button maybe. Got to get it by.
Gotta go.
It is by.
Gotta go.
Carry it. Oh. Okay, that's workable. I think that's workable.
That's a tap up option. I wonder if they just take the fact that you're sitting and just throw a guard in there so they can't do the same thing that you just did on Schuster's last shot.
Oh boy. These are fine margins. Hey, again, you don't have an earpiece to Schuster here, do you?
No. No.
Yikes.
I believe that's in the rules. No earpieces or electronic devices.
Give him the signal. Give him the nod from the booth back here.
I mean, I have been working on my telepathy, so maybe it's improving.
Weird. Yelling over. Schuster listening to the broadcast. I don't know. Whatever it is, we're seeing the same ice, I guess. You are at least. of stones on it as well. We definitely see the unis. Don Cherry.
Hard to miss.
Hashtag.
Interesting they've gone with all 3 colors of pants.
There was some dissent amongst the team before they went on the ice.
Ah.
Okay, back here on the feature sheet. Looks like they are playing that draw that you've recommended. But both sweepers are down. Well, no, it looks light, so maybe they're just playing the guard.
Yeah.
Just the guard. It looks okay. Need it to maybe curl and check up slightly. It's going to be right in this port.
Great. I mean,
I
completely
think that'll do
blocks
it.
the tap there.
I think that will do it.
And them being right on top of that that yellow there kind of takes away.
It does.
That straight, that one right there.
It does, but I think
But
they do have to go over to the other side.
it will, even if you lose your yellow, right, you do free it up. You free up that red. There's nothing behind it.
Right.
At that point.
Right, I think best case you do need to lose that yellow, I think.
Yeah, that yellow, I mean, it's a hindrance, right? You have to score 2.
You have to score 2. It's preventing you from getting rid of the red. So I think that the other side of the sheet's now very congested.
Yeah.
There's not much to throw out. You only have the one yellow that's very high up by Ed's cartoon.
Yeah, it looks like that's what they're going to go with.
So,
Yellow
run in onto the red. If anything, they get inside that red, get a little roll towards the button. The red moves away.
Well,
they could theoretically sit 1 here.
If they hit the outside half of that yellow and hit the other yellow, chip back to the red.
Yeah, there are some angles here for
Getting greedy
some
now.
interesting stuff. On it hard for line.
Yeah, needs to get by. It looks really tight. It's close. Now for curl. There's the tap that Becky called.
Oh,
and
there
a
we
roll.
go. So now they're sitting 1.
Okay, sitting 1. Oh my.
Yeah. Now,
Oh my.
And now that same shot is there again. Do you just try and
My goodness.
almost concede the 1 and try and throw up a guard there to prevent that? Because you definitely don't want to have that happen again.
Right, they've now just thrown it.
Because now with that red being that red in there's a little lonely. If they threw that same shot and popped the red out, that could be that could be more than 2.
Yeah, I think that's what you got to look at is can you get another red in there to join your first red? But there are some. It's tenuous. There's some guards out front of that one too.
Yeah, they are looking at it, and that'd be a little further out than anybody's thrown in this end. So speed may be a little tricky out there.
Could be questionable. Now we did throw that top yellow that's sitting top 8 foot. It said it came up a little bit short, but that one is also a tap option. So they, it comes down to it. In the last couple of stones, they have an option to even go red, tap yellow, right? Oh,
hey,
screamer from sheet D.
Flying in for sheet D.
Good eyes over there.
Yeah, that would be.
Could have had disaster.
Yeah, disastrous. I think we'd be called on for the replay.
It looks like we do have some handshakes over on sheet B. So we'll see who was able to prevail on that sheet. I think both those teams are probably eliminated at this point, but it'd be nice to finish the weekend off with a win. John's first. Both sweepers are down.
Not sure what I did not see what
Didn't
the
see that call.
was
Got
here.
distracted with the clapping. Looks like a guard. Looks like they're going into out guard.
Interesting
Like
they
it
would
needs
guard on that
to
side.
curl? Which side are they going here? Uh-oh.
Oh,
And it's actually a
short,
hard.
huh?
Interesting. Oh my.
Wow.
Interesting.
I would be relatively surprised if
hog.
Lee doesn't throw the same shot they just threw, right? I mean, it doesn't look
not
like they're completely on the other side of the
sure.
of the sheet.
It's tough to say. I mean, I guess they were guarding this long run back, yellow onto red where the yellow rolls into the forefoot.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise, now
The only
another
thing
suggestion they just threw
the
this
only
shot.
thing that would be interesting on that side is if you run that yellow that's up there by the cartoon all the way in, right? You kind of open that side up for Schuster to just draw in there.
Oh my goodness, now.
They're coming over on the head.
Yeah, now they've switched over. Again, it's you just drew that
threw this,
shot.
yeah.
That was your last shot was right there.
Well, looked like Schuster was guarding the other side though too, so Curious. I know a few ends ago we had a curious shot by Team Weeb. We were maybe a touch puzzled by. Now here we are, touch puzzled on the other side, Team Schuster. Either way, wasn't quite executed. Again, one of the earlier broadcasts we did say that that guard just over the hog line is deceptively tough, right? You almost never throw it. And things like that happen where you hit a fresh spot and you don't even make it over.
Sure.
All right, Team Weeb.
Yeah, trying that same run back.
Hard for line again. Now off. For curl.
Hard for curl. Looks like it may need to curl.
More. It's a tap, but too far.
Okay. Interesting. And now that opens up a path there
Does.
for maybe a draw in for Schuster there.
Wow,
Sit,
it is.
kind of sit on top of your red.
Boy, oh
Can-
boy,
can
is
you
it
get
tough
there? Yeah,
to
right
say.
there.
Yeah, that.
How do you get there?
How are you
Interesting.
doing this, Brandy? You know exactly what they're gonna throw.
I've had good
That's-
strategy teachers apparently.
Yeah, that's. My only thought was, it just looks tight
It
from
does
the
look
overhead
tight.
view. It doesn't. There's not
However,
a lot of room.
Yeah, and you wouldn't want to throw anything, I don't think, with weight, right? You want to keep that yellow there so they can't just punch your red out. However,
Right.
if you did, you're going to have two reds sitting there. They wouldn't be able to get rid of both of them.
Yeah. You do leave this other side, which I think they were trying to guard last time.
Yeah, that's...
Oh boy.
Is that Hamilton
This is-
over
this
there
is
looking
tough.
at that?
Yeah. Well, now you pointed at two completely
Yeah,
different
I'm not-
spots.
I'm
so
not sure what he's
who knows?
doing out there.
Do we
I
have
don't-
mics? We need mics out there.
I don't know how he would get to the spot where his broom just was.
Well,
They are
if
looking
we
at that
pick
side.
the rock up and put it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Okay, now everybody's swinging their. Oh boy, now confusing.
Yeah.
All right, get the pen and pencil out here. Do you? Okay, now they're looking at split guard. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
That's, yeah.
You don't see that thrown very much. Now, I think the good news for Schuster here is I don't know if I see a pathway to 3 for Team Lead.
No, well,
They have 3 in the 8 foot. I don't know.
I don't know if they don't guard over on the side where they've just thrown those couple of hits. I wonder if you can...
You could maybe sneak it in.
Yeah, sneak it in, just
Get the inside. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Picking up what you're putting down. Tough shot nonetheless.
Yeah.
So you mean you could be, hey, are you defending 2 or are you defending 3?
Very interesting. Schuster went down right to
see what kind of
down
angles
to,
he had.
down to see what he can see in the hack.
Good
The rest of the team's
eyes,
still
right.
down. Yeah,
Everybody's still down. He wants to see what looks good visually.
seems like they've decided on a shot.
It's going to be a guard, I think, one way or the other. We'll have to see what handle he wants.
Yeah, very.
Maybe a little bit more room here. So it looks like it's probably we don't know. We'll see.
No,
He's off. That's
yeah.
Sweepers are down. Looks like it's the
Yeah, they're
same
going on that-
out turn
Kinda
again.
going on that left side.
Perhaps that split that we signaled. He
I
signaled.
feel like maybe they
I
see
I
something
am
that I'm not seeing. I'm not sure.
This looks like it's gonna freeze.
I guess they were
freeze.
trying to
okay,
guard that
all right.
that run back.
That
off
run back
kinda,
in off, yeah.
And I feel now for Weave, the only shot you have really is to do that and try and
Just
come
get the in
come to
off.
the inside.
Come to the inside of the red. It's very tight. I mean, the other shot you have is you probably have a tap on the top yellow. It would only be for 2. I think you have enough room to get around to it.
2 does get you an extra end.
2 gives you... keeps you alive. Ooh. Stressful.
No. So if he hits that yellow just to the inside, it's going to hit that red.
Yeah. I don't know if he can, with that high red guard, I'm not sure he can get to the inside of that.
That's very ambitious, Becky.
That would be 3.
It would be 3.
It would be 3. I
For the
do
win.
think here, if they can just get to the inside of that, it's very tight. But they get a little bit to the inside of that red.
Now you see them maybe even looking
That's what he's doing.
red,
Yeah,
yellow, red.
Oh, yeah, running the red. Wow.
A whole sequence of colors.
Yes. Goodness, that's...
There's probably a genome out there that follows this pattern. Well, while the discussion takes place, see, they do want to get rid of that red. While the discussion takes place, we had some finals. Sheet A, Sturmey prevailed 5-3 over Sluchinski. Over on sheet B, Team Smith grabbed 2 with hammer in the 8th end to go up and win by 1, 7-6 over Team Fleming. You gotta stay with me. I meandered my way through that
And it
to
looks
get
like
to the final
we are
score.
on last rock over there on sheet D as well.
Oh, last rock on the extra end.
And it looks like maybe 2 reds sitting in the house over there. Looks like they're just a straight draw to the 4-foot for the win.
For the win by Team Carruthers. Is that right? Yes.
Yes.
For the win. We'll follow that action over on the side as they enter the tunnel. Wait for them to come out on the other side. Oh, I see the Vice running out for the weight, though.
Uh-oh.
Could be light. They haven't seen him yet. Oh, no. Well, now we've paused. Oh, no, now it's deep.
Oh, is it deep?
They're sweeping. Get rid of it. Oh, no.
Can't tell from here.
Can't tell.
No, it looks like
Oh, too close.
hard to tell.
It's too close to tell.
Hard to tell.
Meanwhile,
Oh, here, yes. Ready.
we are
ready.
with hammer. We're going to run back.
My goodness.
Put your sunglasses on. This could be some heat. Here goes.
A lot of angles here.
Oh boy, mathematicians. Now for curl. Tap.
Oh,
No, it's just gonna be wide. So that'll be 1 yellow, but it won't be enough.
One
Team
yellow,
Schuster
yes.
will take the win. They will stay perfect at 5-0 through pool play. So we'll have to see. So we have Team Sturmey at 5-0. We have Team Schuster at 5-0. We'll have Carruthers or Gauthier at 5-0. So those 3 will be vying for the top seed going into tomorrow. And boy, oh boy, I have to take a breath here. Now,
Yeah, well,
the action is not over for today. We have one more game this evening, probably starting as close to the top of the hour as the Ice Crew can help. And that is a tiebreaker game. I have to confirm the teams out there. I think... Oh, we have confirmation. It's Team Dunham versus Team Sampson.
You're supposed to be out there doing the ice speed.
Winner. Oh, get on out of here.
Yeah.
So we do have one more game. Team Dunham versus Team Sampson. It's a tiebreaker. It is to get into the Final 8 playoff on Sunday. So all the marbles are on the table. It's an elimination game. Shooting for top of the hour, 8 o'clock. So, with that, we're going to take a break with these teams. Stay with us. Watch. The curling day is not over yet, so you can come back top of the hour and settle right back in. So, with that, thank you for joining us for our feature game here, the last pool play draw, and we'll see you later. Good curling.